Hello, hello, and welcome to the CTB show. Today is September 8th, 2021. The weather, meh. The Dow, meh. Will Americans ever get over their fear of raw chicken and try chicken sashimi? Tune in tonight and find out. Welcome to the show.
Seed of the Breeds officially does not recommend that you try raw chicken.
Casey, I was going to ask, can you eat raw chicken?
If you want salmonella, maybe.
Is that like a guarantee?
It is not. My name is Evan the Mayor. That is Brian the Levy.
You know, you did that. That's just because I was so curious. I don't know. I mean, I like chicken and rice. I would eat like a chicken salad sushi. A nice, refreshing chicken salad sushi.
Title of the episode! Wait, Brian, can you do the thing where you wave your arms? A nice, refreshing chicken salad sushi.
I would eat a nice, refreshing chicken salad sushi.
Chicken salad sushi. You don't want none of that.
Oh!
And that's it. Yeah. Should we?
All right, show's over.
Should we do the next hour? Should we just cut it here?
Thank you very much for being a friend. Have a nice day and a better tomorrow.
All right, that's Casey.
All right, that's Casey. Hey,
What exactly do you do for a living, Mr. Little? I rip and run. I rob drug dealers.
Is that from Stuart Little?
yes,
Yes, Stuart Little.
That was like crazy. That was like Crazy Mouse.
Stuart Little had a code. Lots of tragedy to discuss as per Casey's virtual background, which we will get to. But there's also some comedy to get to. A lot of things going on. We've been doing things and doing things and doing things. And Casey's about to do something very important, have another baby.
Less than 7 days. Less than 7 days, guys.
I was going to say, this is going to be the last time we see you for a few weeks, probably.
Probably.
Unless
I'm
you send us a little like video note, you know? It's like,
Casey,
hey guys, I'm sitting here with the infant.
I might be able to figure something out.
Okay.
Casey, I have a question. Are you having sympathetic lactation?
No, that is not a thing. Well, actually, no. That actually technically kind of is like a thing, but like for a very small percentage of people.
Yeah, I know, but I
Casey
feel
just
like
has very sensitive nipples.
I feel like you'd fit in. I feel like you would slot right into that little percentage of men who lactate. Like
I think we actually
that seems
talked
on
about
brand.
that at one point.
Did we?
I think we mentioned
I feel like I'd remember.
Well, I mean, remember the time when we tried, breast milk?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I've tried.
I think it came up then.
I've tried lots of breast milk.
I completely forgot that we had a breast milk taste test.
Well, now we have the video component, so we can make the cheese. We want to make the cheese, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll come up with some cheese this time.
Human cheese.
I want to know what all my friends' wives' flavor is above the belt. I feel so. I will try any. I know you're not like legally allowed to mail breast milk. But
I don't know if that's true.
Just put it on dry ice.
I think it is true. I feel like it's like mail fraud. Like I feel like it's not homogenized.
There's situations like if you're donating it, you can ship it. I don't know. I don't know.
Only if the milk is USDA certified.
Okay.
You have to wait. People get donated breast milk. Question:
Yeah.
Is wet nurse a viable 21st century career path? Not for me. Not for me. Like, what if you're like 19 and like you got pregnant and like, fuck, I don't really want to go to work. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure these babies are going forever, and then like just rent yourself out. So like I don't know, women in the antebellum South, or
it's either that or be a blood boy for a rich tech CEO.
Right.
A blood boy? What is a blood boy?
You weren't at the last QAnon meeting? Come on, it's a blood boy.
Yeah, in Silicon Valley, like the one rich CEO's got this like young guy, and he just like pays him to like take his blood and then transfuse it into his body, so then he's got like a 19-year-old's blood always going through him.
I stopped watching Silicon Valley because of its treatment of Alice Wetterland, a comedian that I like. She was on that show, and TJ Miller was like mean to her or something.
He's mean to everyone.
Well, now
he got kicked off the show.
He got canceled. He got canceled. He got like Louis C.K. canceled.
He like got fired.
Except he didn't come
and
back.
then
No, he did. He never went away, really. I mean, he's still doing stuff.
DJ Miller like went away, and they kind of left the door open. And then he was like even more like, didn't he like call it a bomb threat or something?
Called it
a
bomb threat. Yeah,
that's right. Because he's kind of insane.
Because he's no good.
Well, anyway, I want to do a very quick rendition of Well, It's Been, because two things that happened that were, well, one was very entertaining, the other was not entertaining at all. I went back to the office for the first time in 14 months and found my cube to be just the way I left it. I picked up an award that I got for being a good worker person, and I had to do an on-site safety inspection for all three of our buildings, all of which are completely empty. So
was it
that
creepy?
was weird.
Did you like leave any food?
No. It was creepy. I brought home a case of very old K-cups at this point and some like random dental floss. But yeah, there was one other person in the building. I don't even know why they were there, but they apparently come to work and do work by themselves. It was weird.
Well, it's because they can't jerk off at home during the day because their wife is there, so they have to do it at the office.
Right. Especially when you've got your own office.
Oh, yeah, he just locks that doors. He knows no one's coming in. He says, give me all the pixelated Asian bush.
Ooh. I don't think that's allowed on our computer systems.
Well, he brings his laptop.
He probably does. Gets on the public Wi-Fi.
AshleyMadison.com.
Hey, remember that? The other thing that happened that was very fun was the triumphant return to karaoke on one Saturday evening at Shotty's Point in South Baltimore. Wow, COVID did not exist that night. We can all agree on that point. Very crowded, lots of singing, no masks. Not a mask in sight.
It's hard to sing Freebird in the mask.
I really enjoyed myself. I had a very good time. I got very drunk.
Everybody did.
It was
that was just
my
yesterday.
driver. That was also yesterday. So I really enjoyed myself. I had a great time at Shotty's. Can't wait to go back, do more fun. Like, I went to therapy today, and I was like talking to my therapist. I'm like, it's like fucking hard to remember just the process of doing things. Right. I feel like I'll be sitting on the couch, and be like, what did I used to do on a fucking Saturday? And like, I don't remember how to get up off the couch and go do things. So it was really nice, like, to have a plan. Be like, everyone's like, hey, we're going to do this. Like, yes, let's do it.
It's also weird to now do things that aren't directly related to day drinking. For instance, it's like, oh, we could go tubing, or just go down the street and day drink. That's kind of a sad turn of events for COVID.
Well, yeah, it's tubing. We could day drink while tubing, but then there's a whole lot of getting there and stuff that really factors in.
There just aren't really any wholesome days at the park or any of that kind of activity.
Well, no, and that's the thing. Like, I've forgotten. Like, wait, I could take a cooler to a park. I think
that's frowned upon if you're sitting there. If you're the only adult at the park,
just sitting drinking alone at the park. In the middle of the baseball diamond.
I drink at parks, but I think
we're trying to play a game.
Shut up.
Football.
You're thinking about playgrounds, and I don't bring booze to playgrounds. Okay. I bring chloroform soaked rags. So
Heyo.
Nailed it. That kid behind the snack bar.
I don't know if you should be saying that, Brian.
Yeah, okay. I did.
You're going to get tagged. You're going to be tackled by QAnon.
Yeah, right? Like, I was hanging out at this pizza joint, and they brought in this fucking 8-year-old, and I said, well, I'll try anything once.
What toppings does that come with?
Oh, I was the top.
Oh. All right, that's enough of this. That is enough of this.
Evan,
yeah,
we skipped over something very important.
What
songs did you sing at karaoke?
What was that? What was that pizza place called? The Aristocrats.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Casey. I did my Baltimore accent rendition of Sister Christian, which some people seem to get. And then Brian and I did Fuck Her Gently, which is always a perennial hit.
Casey, I would like to say that I sang "Always Be My Baby" by Mariah Carey,
yes.
and everybody got it.
They did.
That is, that's a winner,
did everybody get it, or did you just have enough beers?
Oh no.
Column A, column B.
No, I have video of the evening of the song, and the entire crowd singing along. I told them to wave their hands, and they did. It was good, Casey. I'm a real performer. I'm a showman.
Okay.
I'm a showman.
Okay.
Same. I'd love to see you at a Casey. What is your karaoke song? Before he cheats.
I don't know that. I think I did like a Friends in Low Places once, and that might be like the extent of my karaoke experience.
You've done karaoke once? I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
No, just twice. But the second time I don't think I did it.
In life, that's insane.
Yeah, one day it will happen. One day I will go out and do karaoke with you guys.
One day.
When
the kids are off to college,
real.
We're all in our wheelchairs.
Real fucking specific there. One day, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes.
I can't. I'm just not in the business of committing to dates right now.
Right. Pencil me in. In case you leave your family. Come on.
All right. Anybody else have any personal updates for the past few days, or in the next few days?
I'm physically falling apart, but other than that.
Well, what happened this time? You drop a nipple or something?
Some more bad blood.
I honestly don't know. I went to the nutritionist, so we're kind of taking care of the blood work there. No, like last weekend, I literally if I didn't know any better, I would have thought I was having a heart attack, and went to urgent care, and nothing was wrong.
Were you having a panic attack?
Yeah, Casey.
Maybe, I don't know.
Do you think you need surgery for your hemorrhoids?
No, that's definitely not it. Got the little EKG thing, so my heart's good.
Okay, well, that's all you need to know.
Is it? Yeah. All right, well,
I don't know.
It's the head connected to the heart.
Congratulations, you fucking nutcase! Way to go.
Trust me, I know. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening. It probably was a panic attack, but
oh my God, Casey!
I don't know.
Casey, do you want to talk to my therapist? Do you want me to say, hey, listen, this week I'm sending my boy Casey
because mine's not doing a good enough job.
Well, I didn't know if you had one. I'm not the one having panic attacks, friend.
Yeah.
Do you really think? Have you ever had one before?
Yeah, I've had it before. This is completely different. Usually it was more this is completely different. This was a lot more physical. There's physical pain associated with it.
Huh.
And I've never had that before. So, but actually, so when I was thinking about it, I actually have had that happen, but it was in high school. So, but at the time I thought they told me I had a, what was it?
Screw loose.
Ulcer. They told me I had an ulcer. So that's what, good old Cecil County doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your humors are out of whack.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I think you got the spurts. Hello, it's me, Casey. I've got a horrible case of the vapors.
We should get him a fainting couch. Oh no.
Well, Casey, I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right.
Yeah,
Casey,
fine.
Casey, this is a bad time for a misdiagnosis. I don't know if you've heard. You've got a second child coming.
Very shortly.
That hematoma is just growing. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You're getting a new baby and a hole in the heart. It's pretty exciting stuff. Big time for you.
This is terrible.
I mean, why? we on an unrelated note, we've come up with a name for number 2. It's spare parts.
Spare parts. Oregon Farm.
Hello, meet my son, marrow donor Cochran.
Marrow donor Cochran.
The lovely Bones Cochran. Wait, what was
lovely Bones?
What's the one about the parents had the one bum kid who was sick all the fucking time, so they had a second kid.
Bubble Boy?
So no, not Bubble Boy. It's some fucking Jodie Picoult book or something. Remember when she was popular?
Yeah, I think that was also just the the topic of a 60 Minutes episode.
No, I think it's a real thing that happened. Like, oh, you're just like you're just using me for parts and labor. Like, I have to mow the lawn and give my sister a kidney. What the fuck? Like,
it's the price of her admission.
She's getting a kidney. I'm having one taken out of me. I gotta mow the lawn. She's now double powerful. I've lost it.
I mean, I'm missing a kidney too. So that's actually.
Are you?
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Yeah.
You were born with that one though, right?
I was born with one kidney, so hopefully this one's got 3.
What happened? I say, what happened, Casey? Did your twin eat your kidney, and then did you eat your twin in revenge?
Yeah, people used to joke that they're gonna find the tumor somewhere, and it's gonna be like all these extra parts, like a
full of
another
twin.
Honestly, one day Casey's gonna get a knock on the door, and it's gonna be a kidney with a suitcase and like a hat, smoking a cigar. Be like, Casey, it's me. It's a kidney. I'm home. I've come home.
Kidney.
Why did you leave me behind, Casey? Why?
No, he's like, I finally got that pack of cigarettes.
Honey, I've gotten my pack of smokes and I've come home. How many kidneys do you need? You need like half a kidney, right?
Basically.
Like half a liver?
One kidney, half a liver.
Because you just need that shit to run through, right? You just do something to run. That's how blood works and stuff.
I still can't believe we haven't invented a portable. I mean, and by portable, I mean you can wear it on your arm or around your waist, like a dialysis machine that you don't have to be strapped into a bed for the entire day to use or have it mounted on some sort of giant wheelchair. It's strange that we have not advanced that far in terms of dialysis.
You should be working on it.
What the fuck is Tony Stark doing? Building nuclear pacemakers when he could be doing easier fucking dialysis machines. And then there's that pill that Bones gave that old lady in Star Trek 4.
Oh yeah.
Doctor gave me a pill. I grew a new kidney. Doctor gave me a pill. I grew a new kidney.
So basically, we just need to watch more Star Trek and then reverse engineer all that stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it's World Star Trek Day, isn't it?
I know. I'm doing this. Come on.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm just kidding.
Let's segue slightly into a local beat that I wanted to cover, and I know Brian, you probably want to discuss in some brief fashion. I live in the South Baltimore zone, the peninsula as they call it, and as of lately, and this kind of seems to happen every so often, every couple of years or so, we've got ourselves a crime spike. A lot of property crime, a lot of thieving going on, and some armed robberies. It's not good. None of it's good. And as usual, people are flipping the fuck out and losing their minds and saying, we need private security, we need the National Guard, we need this, we need that.
But in just insane ways. And people are it's not radicalization. Is it radicalization of South Baltimore is happening so quickly in front of what is it when they go the alt-right brainwashing on the Facebook pages? People are going insane. First off, there are all the people who's unfortunately somebody left my back door unlocked. I'm like, you motherfucker, you went to bed. You didn't check your back door. You left your back door.
To be fair,
to be fair?
Was it them or their roommate? Do they have roommates?
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. I don't know what the status of a lot of these property people are, but a lot of the posts that I've seen where some intrepid criminal will just go up a block, check doors, check windows. If it's open, they go inside, they steal car keys, they steal a laptop, and they take it. And
it's that's their fucking job. Their job is to check doors. Your job is to fucking lock them.
It is astonishing to me how every day there is a video of somebody walking up and down the street checking door handles. Yes, it happens. It happens constantly everywhere in the city, everywhere.
But what you're saying is correct. You didn't have fucking everybody and their mother didn't feel the need to send the same dude walking down everybody knew it was happening. Everybody knew that your door got touched. You just fucking locked them and you kept on moving. Oh shit. I should, I can't get packages into my house. Get them in the 80s. You know what you did? Got sent to your fucking office, just like everybody else in the world. You didn't ask the grocer down the street, hey, listen, could you handle the they're turning fucking like stores into the mailbox.
Yeah,
like, can we just...
and the poor well-to-do business owner that decides that they will take these people's packages and then they just fucking leave them there for 2 weeks and they pile up to the ceiling and these guys are like, "Can you please come get your fucking packages, please, please?"
My favorite one was Afters. One time, someone sent a hot water heater to Afters.
Yes. It's like comes on a dolly, and he's like, "What am I supposed to do with this? I have a yogurt store."
Balls to send a hot water heater.
Well, not only that, but you get it delivered via whatever, but you don't have a person installing it, or I don't know. Usually that involves taking the old one, disposing of it, having the new one installed by a professional, not having it sent to a yogurt shop so it can sit in the back room. Ugh. Either way.
The crazy, I think this week hit a real peak where some guy is just like taking pictures of some other dude's bike. Like, it's like, "Hey man, I can really see your bike. You might want to move it." Meanwhile, it's like, "Whoa, dude!" Like,
it was basically who wants to take bets as to how quickly this will get stolen. And I looked at it and I was like, "Well, there is a fence around the entire thing.
There's a fence and a real serious fucking bike lock."
You know what stops people from what?
Was that your alley?
No, I don't think it was. It was like
okay.
blocks away. But either way, weird thing to do. But also, if you follow the very simple rules of lock up your shit, don't leave your doors unlocked or your windows unlocked, your property will probably not be stolen. Probably. And from all of the videos and all of the anecdotes that I've heard, except for the armed robbery shit, which is really fucked up, and there should be something being done about it currently.
Have you ever had anybody walk in your back door?
Me?
Yeah.
No, because I have
a
fence. I have a fence that's very inconvenient to climb over. My Nate dog down the street, though, had a drunk bro like break in through his back door and try to sleep on his couch because he thought it was his house.
Yeah, I had that happen one time when I lived near you, Evan. And this was when I had my dog. So I'm like, for whatever reason, I was sleeping on the couch. I can't remember why, but I was sleeping on the couch. My dog was on the floor next to me, and somebody just I'm assuming the guy was drunk. They could have been trying to rob me. I don't really know. But he walked in the back, and it was just this moment where, like, I sit up, and I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Yep.
And the guy just kind of stands there, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, bro. Wrong house." And walks out the door. My dog, a freaking pit bull, doesn't do anything. Doesn't move. Does not move the entire... Like, she
rolled
picks
over
her head up,
bets.
and it just lays back down.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, in the first house that I lived with this other dude, and we were, like, out in the living room after being out all night on a Friday, and a drunk girl just came through the front door and sat down on the couch and just was like watching TV with us, and clearly just didn't know where she was, and was like, "Who are you guys?" We're like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "You guys are pretty cool, but I gotta go."
When I was like 5 or 6, the house I was living in off of like Falstaff and shit, that got robbed. Like, you know, my parents' house got robbed. Mm-hmm. So, but we weren't home for it, you know. But I remember that. You know, I remember shit like that. Fuck it. You know what? It's like shit happens. Everyone wants. What do people want? What do people want?
They want armed security on their block to scare away suspicious youths at night.
Fascism.
People just don't want to be robbed.
I think that's probably a safe assumption.
Well, tough shit. Sometimes it's your turn.
Just lock it up. Keep it locked. I mean, this is all about opportunity, and I don't know, man. I don't want to. My sympathies for all of you who have had your stuff stolen.
Yeah,
it's so easy to avoid.
Sometimes it's your turn. Lock your fucking doors.
Yeah, sometimes like it was my turn when I worked the counter at fucking Ostrowski's, and this guy just flat out robbed the place. I was like, whatever, I'm out. I just called the cops.
Sure. One time I was at the store, and I was the only person there forever. And like I had some kids who were playing cards, and I went to pee, and then all of a sudden I heard the beating of feet, and they had taken all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh no! Those are worth like $8,000.
Fuck him.
I feel like Brian, I feel like you like to paint me as the Charlie Brown of the show, but really it's Evan. If we stop to think about it for a minute, it's actually Evan, because you've been robbed, you've been bitten by a dog twice.
Oh, yeah.
You just have like the worst luck.
Sometimes.
Like I fall off a bike. I look dumb.
Oh.
Yeah, that time I had my the car hood crushed in by a person jumping off of an apartment they were robbing was especially comical.
Sounds awesome.
And then I drove to
that story.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, that's it. And then I had to drive to Crazy Ray's to get a replacement hood for my Honda Accord. It was a 96 body with a 94 hood. So the 94 hood had the Honda logo on it, and then the 96 body had the Honda logo on it. So I had stacked Honda logos, title of the episode, and a white hood on a champagne body. So I was driving a serious whip.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
In further crime news, perhaps people remember the sad story from a few weeks ago about that baby. That I told? Did I tell a story about? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I told a story about finding the baby. Well, that baby does not live in that house anymore.
Really?
I got an update, and that house had a fire on Sunday.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I talked to a neighbor today. Said, "Hey, remember me? Well, what happened? What's going on?" So
can't even.
That's wild.
So I did a good deed. I think I did a mitzvah. It was good.
So you saved a baby.
I saved a baby, Casey.
Brian saved a baby.
Leave me with your kids.
If you would like Brian to save your baby, leave a comment in the post.
Hit that like and subscribe. Tell me what nights you're looking to go out with the wife. I'll come over. I'll fucking babysit. I won't eat too much of your food. We'll call in some pizzas for the kids. I'll run them around. I'll put them to bed. Bang. Good babysitter.
Very good. And all this talk of saving babies is making me a little happy.
Oh, baby!
It makes me want to celebrate the internet sensation sweeping the nation. That's right. It's time for shout-outs. Woo!
I should say, all this talk about babies, as we know, I leave my TV on while we do the show to commercials. It is a commercial for the Diane Keaton blockbuster Baby Boom on the TV right now.
Whoa.
So, that's a good movie, man.
All right, it's time for the internet sensation sweeping the nation. It's the part of the show in which we give mad props, aka shout-outs, to persons, places, and things that are giving us jollies and improving our quality of life. Who wants to go first? Not me.
I'll go first. I've been taking a lot of, I don't want to shock anyone, but I've been taking a lot of joy out of comic books lately. I've been really reading a whole lot of stuff I haven't read in a while. Some new stuff that's old, some old new stuff. My shout-outs to comic books.
What are you reading specifically these days?
Well, let's see. I picked up and you can all get this through our Amazon portal. I think it still exists.
It's in there.
I've been reading the Starman Compendium. It's one of the great comics of the 90s. The Dark Horse has been doing these really cool paperback reproductions, reprints of all the EC stuff. Tales in the last month or so, I've gotten Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror, shock suspense stories, like all these good, 8-pager, fucking, little horror shit. I got Batman in the 50s, which is that's my favorite Batman. Sci-fi Batman who fights aliens. So yeah, just a whole lot of shit. I just been really enjoying myself.
Has that Batman? Was it Batman 3, like the '89 Batman? Has that come out yet?
Batman 89 is out. See?
Okay.
Great cover.
Okay.
I really like that book. Yeah, that's a new thing. I really liked Infinite Frontier from DC. That just wrapped up this week. That's kind of like their big spine book for the universe right now. Milestone Returns has been really excellent. If you guys know who Static Shock is, Static.
90s cartoon.
Like cartoon, right?
Yeah, well, but at first it was like, a minority superhero imprint. You had Static, you had Icon and Rocket, Hardware. Those are the 3 titles that are out right now that I think are really good. Check them out. A lot of fun stuff.
Very good.
Comics are doing it. Like, I just feel good. Like, I haven't, comics are doing it for me these days.
Awesome. Casey, what do you got?
Shout out to My Name is Earl. So we finished up the entire 4-season run. It was, I mean, it's what you expect from a network sitcom in that era, but it's had some good moments. So
no, I think it's a pretty quirky
good
show.
Rewatch.
Will you move on to Greg Garcia's other classic, Yes, Dear?
Yes, Dear was the other. Was there Raising Hope or something you were talking about?
Raising Hope is fucking awesome. Yeah, definitely watch Raising Hope. I mean, just start it right now. Maybe I might even just say after the show, I'm going to start watching Raising Hope. I love that show.
Yes, Dear and Raising Hope. Okay, I will write them down.
Yes, Dear is that show with Mike O'Malley and that Southern guy who talked like this. And he ended up being a homosexual. I forget his name. But yeah, good stuff. Congratulations.
All right. My shout out is to Casey's impending organ farm. But also the movie Candyman, the new one. It's playing at the Senator Theater. Support your local theater today. I heard it's good.
Talking sugar, talking. Oh, you haven't even seen it?
What, the new one?
Yeah.
Is it on that streaming service?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't checked. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Who does that? Who directed? Was it
I think it's Nia DeLong. I think the same. I think she's about to also do the next Captain Marvel movie. I'm just going to keep ending my sentences, raising the voice like this.
Director Nia DaCosta.
Nia DaCosta. Okay, Nia Long, I think, was
Actress.
Will Smith's girlfriend on Fresh Prince.
That's correct. All right, and those have been shout-outs. Now we are going to take ourselves a little break. It's time to play What's the Bumper? Some sort of clip of Omer.
Find a Gampy's commercial.
Gampy's commercial? Oh, I'll try. I don't know if they exist.
If you can't, find me a goofy video of Willie Don.
Willie Don? Okay, I got one in mind.
Maybe something from the National Aquarium when he's wearing that bathing suit that you see the poster when you go to Jordan.
Right, Jordan. All right, we will be right back after that selected clip.
Schaefer cared about the neighborhoods and spent a lot of time driving around, snooping around, poking around, and then he would launch all these public relations projects.
Hi, I'm Mayor Schaefer.
One of them was Trash Ball or Trash Bash.
This is my jump shot.
Trash ball, I need pay. Everybody wins, let me show you how to play. Well, you pick up some trash, and it's a ball, and then you throw it in the bucket, you're playing a trash ball. A jump shot hook, you gotta put it away. We're gonna play that trash ball every day.
This is my hook.
He would come at us all the time to try to get coverage of these positive things that he was doing, and they were positive. But, we kind of shriveled our noses at another PR effort by William Donald Schaefer.
Trash ball every day.
Come on, Balmer, play ball and keep it clean.
Casey put something in the chat about eating raw chicken.
Oh.
What happens if you eat raw chicken?
No, I think you're allowed to. And we're back!
No, you're not.
Wait, he's not back, or you're not allowed to eat raw chicken? We're back!
Casey, we started the show. As far as I was concerned, that did it for me. I was ready.
You're not allowed to eat raw chicken.
Then? What is beef tartare? I thought it was raw chicken. Why can you eat raw beef? Why can you eat raw beef?
Because it's beefier. No.
Why can you?
There's different pathogens that grow on chicken.
Yeah, poultry.
You can't make up words.
Poultry can carry some salmonella, which is real bad for you.
It's molecular biology.
I was going to ask. Can you eat raw pork?
You're not supposed to unless you freeze it first, because it can get worms that give you trichinosis.
So you can eat raw beef and raw fish. Question: Are pigs birds? Can you eat raw? Can you eat raw turkey?
I've never heard of people doing that.
No, that's the same thing. Same thing as chicken. It's a bird.
It's the same as chicken. What else can you eat? What else can you eat raw?
Vegetables.
No, gross.
Sick.
Barf.
Mac and cheese.
Yes. My favorite. It's my favorite snack: crunchy, powdery mac and cheese.
Snort that shit.
What? Have you seen that? Have you seen the meme Wet the dries, dries the wets.
Yes. Put dust on the wets.
Wets the dries. I sometimes I hate the internet, but then sometimes it does do something like wet the dries, dry the wets. I'm like, okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
My version of that today was this idiot's list of conservative Hollywood people that just says conservative Hollywood is better than liberal Hollywood, and then it just names a bunch of people.
Like Kelsey Grammer.
He was not on the first tweet. He made the second tweet.
What? Who gets listed before Kelsey Grammer when you're talking about conservative fucking
apparently Melissa Joan Hart.
She's on the list. Tom Selleck, John Voight, Tim Allen, Chris Pratt, Candace Cameron, James Woods, Gene Simmons, Scott Baio, Randy Quaid, Dennis Quaid,
Gene Simmons. Hello.
Dean Cain, Ted Nugent, Elizabeth Hasselbeck, Melissa Joan Hart, Joy Villa, and Christy Swanson.
I watched an episode of Lois and Clark the other day.
Yeah,
because it's on HBO Max, and it is fucking delightful.
It's very corny. I love it.
I love it. So good. I think that Tom Selleck might run boomerish, but I just look at him and I see my dad, so I don't know. I choose to believe that he did not vote for Trump.
I don't know. I don't know. I think as a man's man, he probably doesn't have a lot in common with Donald Trump, and probably doesn't have very high opinions of him based on his moral choices. Don't know.
Yeah, like fucking, he's Magnum PI. Like, I feel like, did you ever see have you seen his fucking thighs in 1980? That's a good man. That's a good man.
Good man.
He's a good
You can
man.
really measure a man by his thighs.
By his thighs.
His thighs and his big fat cock bulge, like in those shorts. I love Magnum PI. I should really dive into this sometime. Right. Dive into those pants and the mustache.
If that's how you measure men, what do you think about the cast of Magic Mike?
I like that.
Bunch of good thighs.
The cast of Magic Mike, straight up communists. They're so left. You know, have you seen what's happening there? Joe Manganiello, I think he's a Soviet.
Probably.
We should
send him this clip. And
the hotter dude you are, the more far left you go. I'm almost positive that's how that works. Maybe Tom Selleck is so hot he went so far left. Circle came back right around.
Full fur circle.
He did a whole circle, came back around. Now he's on the right. It's like, oh, what happened?
All right, so
immigration.
While we're on the business of talking about entertainment, we're going to have to make the unfortunate pivot to the devastating news of this past week that Michael K. Williams has left the building. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we love him in Baltimore because of his role as Omar Little on The Wire. But I was looking through his career. I mean, he did mostly television. I completely forgot about him as Chalky in Boardwalk Empire, a show I really enjoyed. And his last television performance was what do you call it? The Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft. He did a couple episodes of Lovecraft Country, right?
And he gave probably one of his most impassioned performances as an unabashedly gay actor who brought that to his screen presence on most of what he did.
Oh, was he gay?
Yes. Well,
are you sure?
I don't know if he was in real life, but he sure was gay in a lot of roles.
Omar was gay.
Yes, Omar was gay.
Was he gay in other things?
He was gay in Lovecraft Country.
I never saw it.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's good. It has tonal issues, but it's good.
I think he is somebody that a lot of people looked at and said, and it's because he's a good actor, because I don't know how much he had in common with Omar, because honestly, Omar is a singular individual, but so many people looked at him and said, like, I know this person. I get this person. This person, this person is real to me. Michael K. Williams was Omar in a way that people were just amazed by. And then, to go and do something like Chalky White in a great fucking show like Boardwalk Empire, the dude was super impressive. It's sad that, as somebody who has seen the opiate opioid epidemic real up fucking close. You know, I don't get it, man. I read an article about how some party in LA got a bad batch of coke. You know, and 5 people from this party all ended up in the hospital. And that's a fucking, you know, I get that party drug. I will never understand heroin. I'll just never get it, and it takes people out so hard.
Well, especially because I don't remember anyone ever saying like, yeah, Michael K. Williams, known heroin guy, or anything like that. I don't know, either, or he just hit it extremely well. I don't know.
I used to think like that, and then if that forget what it was, a Discovery Channel or whatever did that episode on the heroin in Baltimore, and I kind of to most people I think there's some obvious things there, but like watching that and kind of understanding the pipeline from, you know, being addicted to prescription drugs, and then and then it's like, okay, well, heroin's cheaper and I can get it easier than trying to scam a doctor to give me more opiate prescription. Like, okay, I can understand that.
But Casey, my 16-year-old friends didn't have debilitating back issues and got hooked on pain pills. They were like, oh, let's fucking snort, you know, oxy and snort. Yeah. Like they made they said we should be doing opioids.
I want to party with this.
You know, like I don't get it. Like I get coke, you know, it's awesome, but like heroin is like it just feels like so solitary. Like you just in yourself. Can you fuck on heroin? I don't know. I've never done it.
I don't know. Either way, yeah, sorely missed for definitely sure. I checked anything that was going to be in production, you know, post-production, anything coming out, and looks like Lovecraft Country is his last TV show. And
no, he's in F for Family on Netflix. It's an animated show, so he's the voice actor. And then there's two series there's one series that is completed. I guess there's 2 movies. One is completed and one is in post production.
And he'll be the upcoming voice of Papa Smurf in Smurfs 3: Legend of Smurf Valley. So that should be pretty cool.
He's going to be a Smurf version of Omar.
Yeah, get over here, Smurfhead. I hate you.
Speaking of Omar, because this is the Baltimore podcast, I was just thinking about his whole entire story arc from literally episode 1 to when the thing happened to him. Spoilers, he dies.
He was just a man trying to get some fucking Honey Nut Cheerios.
Literally gets shot in the head by a child, just randomly. Which I think is like what David Simon gets his rocks off. Is just like out of nowhere tragedy that you're just like, yep, that happens. You know, kid was lighting a cat on fire. He saw Omar and was like, I'm going to kill that guy.
Was the kid trying to kill him for like money, or was it like for rep?
No, it was just for rep. Yeah, because he knew who Omar was. Everyone's afraid of Omar, and he just shot him right in the back of the head. Boop.
Now, one thing I was just thinking about, is there like an earlier example of that like anti-hero? Because The Wire predated The Sopranos, right?
No.
First season did, I think, but
I don't think so.
They were on
Absolutely
at the same
not.
time, pretty much. At least the first few seasons were. Wire didn't make past season 5, and then Sopranos went on.
I'm sure that The Sopranos started in like 98, 99. And
it's either 99 or 2000. What's The Wire?
The Wire didn't start until after that. The Wire was like 2004-ish. Was The Wire?
The Wire was 2002.
The Wire was 2002. Sopranos was 99. Okay, so Sopranos was a couple of years before that then. So not by much, but okay.
No, but see,
because I was curious, like, because you know people talk about like Tony Soprano and that like anti-hero, and like then you see like The Shield and all those other shows that kind of try to copy that, and I was just curious if like Omar predated that.
But here's the thing: Omar is fucking Shaft. Omar is fucking Fred Williams. Omar is Melvin Van Peebles. You know, Omar he's nothing but a bad man. He is a bad guy. But he's got this code, right? So like you can trace like that kind of character all the way back to like fucking blaxploitation, you know, that man from the streets who's not good, but he's got a code. You know, he at no point in time is he like saving people. But
right.
he's also not going after civilians.
That's also correct. One of my favorite scenes of the entire show was the face-off between him and the Nation of Islam guy. It was a very like Western.
Oh yeah, outside
shootout moment. What was that guy's name? Shit, I'm killing myself. I don't remember.
Brother
Pizzone or something.
Something
anyway,
like that. That's Joey Fatone.
Oh, gotcha.
His name was Joey Fatone.
He just missed casting. He almost got it. He almost slid into that role. But yeah, great scene and great. I mean, if you have like access to the commentary tracks, just listening to David Simon and the producers talk about shooting that whole sequence was great because they wove in like a Western plot into this scene basically where it was like, I heard you killed this guy and well, I'm not gonna. That's your business. Just they kind of had this little moment and then they went away.
So brother Mazzone.
There you go.
Yeah,
Brother Muzone. Thank you.
Because it's like it's almost like when they realized in Caddyshack that they had yet to put Bill Murray and Chevy Chase in. They didn't have a scene together. I feel like David Simon's like, fuck, these characters are way too separate. I got to bring them together because they are two very scary dudes in very different ways.
Yeah, and over the 65 episodes of that show, like the amount of interaction, like you could have an entire A Beautiful Mind string work thing of all the ways that these characters interacted with one another at one point in time and like how shit played out,
Oh, sure. Like, did Omar ever meet like the lieutenants? Like shit like that. Like
didn't they do? They did like an Omar short where it was young Omar when he was first,
Oh, him in Texas, learning all about nuclear physics.
What?
You said young Omar, and I made a young Sheldon joke.
No, I know I'm not imagining this. It was like a series of wire shorts that they put out. When one of them was a young Omar Little.
It's young Omar. Wire 1985.
Omar Little babies.
Omar babies will fucking kill you.
You can see it on YouTube, apparently. I don't know if I've ever seen these. Because it wasn't part of the show, was it?
No, it was like a separate... They may have come out after the show's finale. I can't quite remember. But yeah, I do explicitly remember the one where it was like Omar babies. And he's, a young gun runner. Or not gun runner, but a robber, ripper. And starts to develop his code.
Oh, yes. Omar in Casablanca.
That's right.
So
forget it, kid. It's Omar Town.
Fun fact I learned as we were getting ready for recording. Funny or Die did a little short called The Wire the Musical.
The Wire the Musical, yeah.
And I believe they've actually got some of the actors to reprise their roles.
525,600 murders.
Yeah, Bubbles on there.
Baltimore. Every day's like an open door. That's from Hairspray, which is kind of like The Wire.
Yep, just like it. In that they both take place in Canada.
Hi, it's me, that chick from the Hairspray, and me, the chick from Hairspray's mother.
And me, Omar.
Let's sell drugs at the ports. Oh no, Mom! We have to go dance, and shipping container full of dead horses just showed up.
How did they show up there? God. Anyway, more people out there are probably saying much, much better and more thoughtful things about this guy. But R.I.P.
No, our tribute to Michael K. Williams is doing our normal, stupid bullshit, but in his direction.
Right. Here you go. Here's some bullshit.
Safe home, Michael K. Williams. You brought joy to many.
And if we weren't interested in whipsawing the audience enough on today's episode, it is a very special holiday as it is 9/8/2021. It's 55 years of Star Trek. Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, Star Trek.
Yeah, no, it's pretty exciting. Star Trek is going strong. Lots of stuff. I want to talk about Stephen Blue's Clues, but I mean, I do want to talk about Star Trek.
No, we can do that. We'll just get a quick happy birthday. Happy birthday, Star Trek!
Happy birthday to this thing that I love more than anything in the world. Oh.
So So then I guess we're gonna talk about Steve from Blue's Clues then.
I know. I'm just like I'm looking around my room, but like it's like it is turning gross with so much Star Trek shit at this point. Like I have so much stuff.
Because you have a girlfriend and you don't have to woo anybody, so it just gave you license to acquire more.
Well, he had a wife and had plenty of shit, so
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like when
stuff.
you're coupled up, when you're coupled up, that like you don't have to worry about attracting the opposite sex.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're right, exactly. You know, and the opposite sex at this point is like saying, "Yeah, honey, go fucking wild." I'm like, okay, all right, I will. Books. I got, like I said, I got TV dinner tray at this point. I bought myself a nice little Enterprise
TV dinner tray.
Oh yeah, you know. Remember when you were a kid, Casey, and like you were homesick from
very
school?
well aware.
Well, I got a Star Trek: The Motion Picture, dinner tray, and it's just Spock looking at you sternly,
Evan,
judging you.
Are you excited to inherit that when Brian kicks the bucket?
Brian dies.
Like 6 months.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, don't eat that kid's cuisine. It's bad for you. You know,
it's got all them preservatives.
Have some fruits and vegetables. Like,
but at least the chicken's pre-cooked.
I think we've gone into detail about what Star Trek means to me, and how with each passing day, I think we're getting further and further from that ideal, because humanity is garbage and deserves to die in fire.
It deserves another extinction level event.
Couldn't the asteroid can't come soon enough?
Is that what Steve from Blue's Clues thinks?
No, Steve from Blue. So I am not. I was too old for Blue's Clues, but I was culturally aware of it because I like to get high and watch kids shows. Like I've done that forever. So I'd be finished watching like the Wonder Pets or whatever, all baked out, and like fucking Blue's Clues would come on. I'm like, oh, it's this dude. I don't want to watch this shit. I like ducks that sing to me. So I'm aware of Blue's Clues, but I was too old for it. But like last night, this guy who was the host, Steve, and Casey, help me out here because you brought it up too, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I was talking about this. He basically
it was so random. It was just so random. Yesterday, the video just pops up, and it's Steve from Blue's Clues saying like, "Hey, friends," and he's wearing his hat, he's wearing his shirt, and he's like, "Hey, remember that time that we were, all hanging out? We were good friends, and we were finding clues, and then one day I was like." Here's my brother, here's your friend, and I'm going to go to college. See ya. But that was kind of abrupt, right? Like, I was kind of expecting it to go a different direction, but then it was kind of heartwarming and like, hey, I'm still your friend. It's still all good. Like, I know you've been working hard and things are tough, and I'm like, what is going on? Like,
I was going to say it had a little edge of darkness to it because he was referring to student debt and some other very adult stuff that it was just like, where you at, bro?
Metatextually, this dude was like, "Hey," because like Blue's Clues was a millennial show. I think I don't know how Gen Z feels about Blue's Clues. It's not our.
It's still on
millennial. I know it's on. It's not our end of the millennial spectrum, but I think it's like kids younger than us that are still millennials. So, but
I watched it, but I mean I was too old. I had like younger cousins, so And
but the entire video, the video was him being like, "Hey, millennials. Life sucks, right?" I'm like, oh, Steve from Blue's Clues. He's like, I'm here to give you a hug. I'm like, motherfucker, back off.
Haven't heard from you in like 25 years. Like, what's going on?
And it so had the whole my parents never got divorced or anything, but it very much had the flavor of
yes.
So your parents get divorced, your dad moves to like fucking Florida or some shit, and he brings you down for the summer, but it's like 10 months later he's like, it's just like, why can't I come live with you? And then he's like, well, partner, listen, just because your mom and I aren't like together doesn't mean I don't love you, but I still think the best thing for you to do is hang out with your mom. And like I got very much that feeling from this whole fucking video. He's like, listen, kids, I know things are tough, but like just remember, I like you. And I'm like, whoa, first off, you're my dad. You should probably love me. And second of all, like, thanks, Steve from fucking Blue's Clues. Like, cool. Hey, remember those student loans? I literally said to someone today, they're like, oh, I don't want to take out any more loans. I said, fuck it. We're all going to die in debt anyway. fuck it. Like, Steve from Blue's Clues. You got those student loans? No, do you? I bet you don't. Bet you don't. Bet you make a couple bucks off for like fucking likeness rights or some shit. Steve from fucking Blue's Clues, man.
Apparently,
does he make you a little angry?
No. Oh wait, are we there? What time is it?
No,
I have more things to say.
A couple minutes to burn.
He was in. They rebooted in 2018. They rebooted Blue's Clues, and he's apparently appeared in the reboot. So he's been on the program somewhat recently. And
I heard that Steve from Blue's Clues invented ivermectin.
Oh boy, Steve from Blue's Clues starts like dropping little hand symbols on.
Hey,
here's a puzzle
kids,
you should figure out.
Everything's okay.
Instead of Q drops, it's blue drops.
Blue drops. Oh, Casey.
Oh fuck. Fuck.
He comes on the show and shows this cryptogram and like
listen,
fucking idiots on the internet are like, what is he trying to tell us?
No dogs.
It's the new storm.
No dogs look like Blue. You know where Blue came from?
A lab in Wuhan.
A fucking lab in Wuhan, just like COVID. Thank you.
Yeah, no. Blue is actually the dog form of COVID. It's pure COVID.
Casey pulled up a list, and he just said that the headline, which was like 15 strange facts about Steve from Blue's Clues. What I found out is that Steve from Blue's Clues got his lower ribs removed so he could suck his dick better, and his real name is Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, he also he had to have his stomach pumped. Oh, that one time because he was at a bukkake and he drank all the thing.
Do not say the word gerbil around Steve from fucking Blue's Clues.
He's a little triggered by it.
Did you know that Steve from Blue's Clues is a moderator for the Daily Storm?
I did, because his little icon, his avatar, is his face from that video. Basically,
it's his face with a little mustache.
When I do my daily check-in on Stormfront to see what the lizard people are up to.
I heard that Steve from Blue's Clues has some real troubling things to say about the global Jewish banking conspiracy. It's
the title of his newsletter.
Hi, I'm Steve from Blue's Clues, and I have some strange things to say. It's very tiny type, but like very bold.
Issue number 113.
We just figured out Blue's Clues. We just figured out Blue's Clues. It was the fucking Jews.
Oh, well, there you go. It was the Jews all along.
But real talk, you were saying earlier about how
What's your next catchphrase, please?
That he
real talk. Steve from Blue's Clues is not a Nazi, and that might be the title of the episode.
About how he left because he was going bald, and I thought you were joking, or that it was like one of those like weird rumors, like that he got addicted to drugs or something. But no, that is, he was having rapid hair loss, and he also wanted to pursue a career in music.
Casey, I would never. And then what else did I say? Did you think I was joking about the fact that Steve from Blue's Clues
wrote the theme for Young Sheldon?
Yeah, Casey. No, maybe somebody also read an article today.
Okay.
Good
it was
for
me.
you.
It was me. I didn't just read the headline. I read the article. Turns out they're also moving some statues again.
Oh boy.
Those I only read the headline.
Well, that makes me a little angry.
It should.
Wait, removing the statues? I thought we should be happy about that.
Whoa. Evan
it makes Steve from Blue's Clues angry.
I would say Evan subscribes to Steve from Blue's Clues newsletter.
It makes him very angry. I read it in the most recent issue. It's only like $9.99 a month on Substack.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Anyway, it makes me a little venti.
Patreon.
His Blue's Clues Truths podcast is dropping next week.
Does he sell protein powder too?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, where are Salt's immigration papers? That's all I want to know.
Where? Don't get me started on that Dora.
Paprika's nothing but a anchor baby.
The salt and pepper?
Yeah.
That makes me a little pissed off. Makes makes me want to go right ahead and tell everyone to shut up.
We're going to let the band deal with this.
Total carnage!
We are riding the bit train strong today. Congrats, guys.
That was delightful.
Yes, this is the end of the show in which we give the opposite of mad props, aka shut-ups, to persons, places, and things that are lowering our quality of life and not giving us jollies. My shut-up this week is to the obvious loss of Michael K. Williams, but also to Fennel.
Fennel?
No, Fennel bad.
Oh.
Tastes gross.
Like those little seeds?
The little seeds.
Sometimes it's in
I
sausage?
had an Italian sausage with the fennel in it today, and I hated it.
Oh, I love that shit.
Meatball, whatever. It was made out of Italian sausage. Yeah.
Oh, was it a spicy meatball?
It was not spicy either. That was another bad part.
Oh, it's a bland meatball with fennel.
Nobody liked a bland meatball.
No, it's a me. It sounds like a. Did you buy it from Waluigi?
Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Talk about Waluigi Truth. That's a YouTube video you should watch. All right, who's got a shout out? Shut up. Blah, blah, blah.
Shut up to the traffic on Cold Spring today. It was bad. Traffic bad.
Traffic bad. Fennel bad. Casey, what's bad?
So scallions, because they're like a pain in the butt. Not necessarily a pain in the butt to cut, but it's like a waste of effort because it adds next to no flavor. And then you only use the little whites, which is like this much of the scallions, and then you save the greens for like a garnish, which is dumb. And
why don't you just get a good set of sharp knives?
I do. It's still just a waste of time.
Be a fucking man.
Yeah, click through our Amazon banner, citythebreeds.com/deals.
Hey, just go to Cutco, put in CTB show at checkout. Tell us what happens.
You get a 20% discount if you put in Blues Clues Truths. You'll get a 10% discount.
Go to the state fair this week. Go to a tent selling butterfly knives. Tell them we sent you.
They'll give you something a little something extra.
They're gonna give you a great deal.
My other shut up is to the last episode of My Name is Earl. And to NBC, because apparently, as I was reading, the creator got assurances from NBC that they were not going to be canceled and wrote a huge cliffhanger to the point where it says "to be continued" at the end, and then it got canceled.
No,
4 seasons in a movie, Casey.
Casey's nothing is canceled. That show lives on in the snow globe of little Tommy Westfall.
Yeah, apparently at the last episode you find out that Earl is actually the first baby Dodge's father, who, if you've seen the show, she tricked him into marrying him, and when she's pregnant, but it turns out it actually is his son. But Darnell is not Earl Jr.'s daddy, and then that's when...
Oh my God, Casey, you're just saying words at this point.
Bunch of verbal diarrhea. Shut up to that.
Yep.
This has been shut ups.
But watch Raising Arizona. I mean, Raising Hope. Raising Arizona is also good.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Nicolas
Raising
Cage
Arizona for sure.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
One of his earlier films. Yes, he gives a command performance is had. All right, that has been episode 377 of the CTB show. Perhaps 78. I'm always off by one. Any closing thoughts from anybody? Real quick.
As we go along this world, remember, you have to be friends with your neighbors and be kind to each other. See you next time.
All right, Casey, what do you got?
You guys are cool, but I gotta go.
Oh.
What is that? What is that from?
That's a good callback. It's to the lady that sat on my couch and didn't know who we were.
Oh.
All right. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for being a fan. Thank you very much for being a friend. Have a day. A day? Yeah, a day. Have a day.
Yeah,
have a day. Have a day.
Yourself.
And then another one after that. Bye.